how can GP practices and pharmacies work better together? It's such an important part of the system, and it's a challenge part of the system. And so we got a group of people who work in GP surgeries and in pharmacies together, and we found that there was a very clear main problem, and there were some great solutions that are very simple that you could just start doing tomorrow. So it was definitely agreed that the biggest issue was around the relationship and around communication. And so there are simple things that we can do. So popping into the pharmacy, the GP surgery, trying to get an introduction, introduce yourself, find out who works there, what their roles are, try and arrange shadowing. So it could be that people who work in the pharmacy could work alongside the receptionist or the GPs for a morning, or similarly we could spend some time seeing what it's like at their end. So just we really start to understand some of the challenges, some of the sticking points, and just what it's like to be in their role. What it's like to send or receive prescriptions, what that looks like, what that feels like. We can start to get a grips with maybe some things in the systems that could be improved. We talked about GP practices or primary care networks, if they've got a meeting, to inform the pharmacies that are nearby, so they can be it might be that they want to be able to come along, and again just being able to wrestle with problems together. When you're inducting new staff, it could be that part of that induction is to spend some time at the local pharmacy or GP surgery. Or it could be that you decide to arrange a meeting to wrestle with a particular problem, like stock shortages or repeat dispensing, or the new CPCS scheme, and to try and kind of work through challenges together. It seems that if pharmacies are going to be meeting together across a patch, then doing something in the evening, perhaps with food, might be that's certainly something that's working in some places. And some pharmacists are actually employed by the community pharmacy and by the GP surgery at the same time, and they spend different amounts of time in those different places. Some pharmacies are able to close for a couple of hours if there's some kind of important meeting or something that they want to work on. That's a possibility. And we talked about how pharmacies could maybe get shared NHS mailboxes that might improve that communication, as well as having the backdoor phone numbers that you get on the NHS service finder. So relationships and communication, as always, is one of the most important things, and is one of the most simple things that we can improve on. We can build trust, we can get to know each other, see what it's like to do each other's work, and we'll find that lots of the frustrations and challenges melt away when we do that. All right, good luck.